We say we want connection. So why is it then that we are so obsessed with our differences? Politics, personality, love languages, and then build walls because people are different than we are. The real story isn't about differences at all, but two core needs that we all share. Under every single argument, cold shoulder, or over-explained text are the same two questions. Do I matter to you, and am I safe with you? Different personalities answer those questions in different ways. Not wrong, but certainly different strategies for the same needs. One of the obstacles to getting these needs met is that unfortunately, your brain spots threat faster than it spots bond. Consequently, if somebody thinks or feels or loves differently than you do, your body sometimes tags that as a risk and tends to filter that through, maybe I don't matter here, maybe I'm not safe. So what do? We double down on our way, and their way therefore looks wrong. But it's not evil. This whole process is about self-preservation and protection. And the really interesting part here that most people don't understand is that we actually don't fear difference. What we fear is disconnection. We fear not mattering and not being safe. Here's how those two core needs show up across the different core types. C stands for comfort and connection. C's want calm, closeness, predictability. When safety feels shaky, C's tend to respond to that by pulling back and processing internally, hoping to return once it's settled inside. O stands for optimism, and O's are motivated by fun, pleasant, enjoyable emotion. O's seek positive emotion and ease. They want things to be smooth. So when things get heavy, O's respond by trying to lighten the room in order to try to preserve a positive vibe from the negativity that they feel brewing. R stands for resolution, and R's are driven to get things done. The R brain needs movement, it needs clarity, it needs quickness and decisions. So when connection feels at risk, R's respond by pushing to fix it now, which can feel intense to other people. E stands for exactness and excellence, and E's are motivated by quality. E's value fairness and precision and doing it the right way. So when safety or mattering feel uncertain, E's respond by tightening standards or doubling down on the right way. They can over-explain in order to try to restore order. So you can see that these are different routes, but the same underlying needs. Do I matter? And am I safe? So understanding somebody's core can really help you effectively know how to help them feel like they matter and that they're safe. So if you're dealing with a C, begin soft. Make sure that you're not coming in hot and offer predictability. Give them some time to prep. The C brain needs time to be able to kind of let the sand settle and prepare for a conversation. And so saying, hey, can we talk about this at 7 o'clock tonight? Or can we talk about this tomorrow? And what does the C want to feel? The C really wants to feel seen. So say that. I want to make sure that we take the time because I really want to understand you and where you're coming from. Those kinds of words are exactly what the C brain is yearning to hear. If you're dealing with an O, try to keep it from becoming too heavy and try to keep it short. An O has a really hard time sitting in negative emotion or entering a situation that they think is going to be heavy or negative. So some of the things that help an O feel like they matter and feel safe is your ability and willingness to go with them. Even like if they're running an errand, being willing to show up and go with them, accompany them. O's like company. Be willing to do fun things with the O's in your life. When you're dealing with an R, remember what motivates an R. R's are motivated by getting things done. So if you want an R to feel valued with you, help them get stuff done. Hey, do you want to clean the kitchen together? Or how about we go out in the yard and knock some things out? You know, I've got 2 hours. Let me help knock some stuff off your list. And if you want the ease in your life to feel valued and safe with you, you've got to be willing to take time. If you ask an E a question, they do this kind of quick assessment where they're assessing in their brain how badly you really want to know. And if an E doesn't feel like you're really interested, then they're reticent to share. Because if an E is going to share, they're going to share the whole story. They're going to build the architecture of why they think what they think, why they feel what they think. And so making space to sit in a long discussion and to really be present as an E shares their thoughts and feelings really helps them to feel valued. Love languages are also super helpful to understand how we try to go about getting these core needs met, because they help us understand how we send and receive "you matter" and "you're safe." So your love language does not necessarily equal their love language. Sometimes translation is necessary. Here are a couple things to consider in terms of using love language to help people feel like they matter to you and that they're safe with you. For C's, again, give them time and warm words. You overtly say, "You matter, we're okay." To help O's feel like they matter and that they're safe, be playful. Playful touch and time, again, being willing to do things with them. Quality time and positive, uplifting words are great love language tools to help O's feel valued in your life. For R's, you can use clear acts of service. Again, I'm here to help you knock things off your list. And for E's, precise words of affirmation and quality time go a long way to send the message that you're interested in the E and all of the details that are going on inside their head. The truth is that we're not inherently just obsessed with differences. What we are is trying to guard against not feeling valued or safe in the relationships. We're trying to protect the two things that matter most, to matter and to feel safe. So when you learn how and take the time to see the need beneath the behavior and beneath the differences, that goes a long way to reduce the focus on what makes us different, and we can focus in on understanding why we each are coming from this from such different angles. Understanding core is so important because there are inherent differences in temperament. A C will always have very predictable differences from an O or an R or an E. And understanding those differences can make it much less threatening when your partner doesn't see something the way that you see it. Core opens up understanding to really recognize why your partner is doing the things that they're doing, what's driving them, what's motivating them, because we have such a strong tendency to think that other people's brains work more or less the way that our brains work. And the fact is that that's just not true. There are very predictable strengths and challenges that come with every single core type. And when you understand that, you are much more effectively able to help somebody really feel valued and feel safe with you. Take the free core assessment to find out what your core is and send it to the important people in your life. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.